Good morning, everyone. Scott Mabor here, your Medicare Samurai. Ooh, almost forgot my little line. God damn, another plane. Wanted to just touch base a little bit about a post I had. I think I put it up on Friday, might have been Saturday. Got a call Friday afternoon from a gentleman I met at the Starbucks in Marblehead. I had been sitting there talking with somebody about their Medicare situation. This gentleman interrupted, said, "Could I grab your card? I have some questions about Medicare as well for my wife and I." So I handed him a card. Completely forgot about it. That was probably last April. Out of the blue on Friday, I get a call from this gentleman. He and his wife would like to sit down with me. So I've been posting that. And some of you may have seen some ads I've done on Facebook. That has gotten more, that little snippet, that little brief story that I posted has gotten more response than anything else I have ever posted. And it's interesting, but it's also brought up some issues on the Salem page. So if anyone's in Salem listening to this, this is for you. There's some questions about what I do. So I sit with people, I explain Medicare. It's called Medicare 101. It is not a sales presentation. It is allowed by Medicare, whether I do it in a group setting, at a library, or a senior center, or an old age home, whatever you want to do it. You can do it at a Panera. It doesn't make any difference. Or one-to-one at your kitchen table. It is Medicare 101. It is purely educational. No details of any plan in terms of premium, in terms of coverage, in terms of extras can be discussed. If somebody wants to go to the next level and get details on a specific plan, they need to sign what is called a scope of appointment. That is their acknowledgement, and I have to actually scan this thing. It's effectively a permission slip from the federal government that you sign, I scan and keep for 10 years, that you gave me permission on this day at this location to talk about Medicare plans. So in Salem, they seem to think I'm like this big bad guy. I'm gonna like force people to take plans. You don't pay me for my expertise, the carriers pay me. Medicare does not have a team of people any more than the IRS has a team of people that come to your house and do your taxes. Medicare doesn't have a team of people that come to your house and explain Medicare to you. The carriers don't as well. I was at one of the carriers the other day, last Wednesday, for some training. They have 3 people covering the entire state of Massachusetts. And there's only 2 counties in Massachusetts they don't do. And they're way out west. So if you think 3 people are going to meet with everybody who has Medicare questions from that particular carrier, you're crazy. 3 people cannot cover during open enrollment the entire state. So how do they do it? They work with people like me. You don't pay me, the carrier pays me. Now, if I was working with a single carrier, okay, I could see some hesitation there. I would tell you, even with life insurance or auto insurance, never go with the single carrier, always go with the independent so you can get comparisons. If I worked with one carrier, then yes, my goal would be to come in and sell you that carrier's products. That's the way it works. That is not what I do. What I do is represent every carrier in Massachusetts that works with a broker. I don't care which one you pick, because by federal law they all pay me the exact same. So the choices of Fallon, Harvard Pilgrim, United Healthcare AARP, Aetna, Tufts, Harvard Pilgrim. Any of those, I don't care what you pick. I don't care if you pick a supplement or an advantage plan. Again, do not care. I get paid the exact same either way, no matter what you pick, who it's from. I have no bias, and that's why you'd want to work with me. So the example I always give is there's a bunch of ways you can do your taxes. You can do them yourself. You can ask your neighbor. You can go to like a senior center and have a volunteer give you some advice, or the library, wherever. You can go to H&R Block or another tax thing, and you'll get a certified tax. You'll get a certified tax person. They've taken some training, or you go to a CPA. CPA is college educated. They pass the CPA exam, which is a 2 or 3 day grueling exam, and now they're allowed to do taxes. There's a price differential of all of them. Your neighbor doesn't charge you. The volunteer doesn't charge you. The CPA clearly does. You're paying for expertise. In my model, you don't pay for expertise. You can call Medicare just like you can call the IRS. There's an 800 number. You wait on hold for a couple hours. They'll answer your question. It may be a right answer. It may be a wrong answer. Depends who you get. You can go to a volunteer. They can take it so far. They can't do as much as I can do. But you might get some great advice. That's all you need to do. Then you sign up. And then you are on your own. You have a problem with your plan. You have a question with your plan. There's an 800 number. You can call the 800 number, talk to whomever you reach, and after waiting on hold, you'll get your answer. Or you can work with me, all for the same net cost to you. And very importantly, the price of a plan. So in your county, XYZ plan, if you call the carrier directly, you're going to pay X. If you go buy it through me and I sign the bottom of the form, you still pay X. You pay no more. You save no money by not using me. You can think I'm biased towards a particular plan, but how am I biased? I'm going to show you the exact same information you're going to see on the government's website, and that's how we're going to pick a plan based on that information and who your doctor is. So no bias. I don't care who you pick. I don't care if you don't pick anybody. It makes no difference to me. This is Medicare 101. It's purely educational. If you know somebody, if you are turning 65 soon, or you've been on Medicare for a while, or you're disabled and you're on Medicare, it's the time of year where you should be reviewing your plan. The 2020 plans are coming out for effective date of 1/1. You should check. There's a ton of new options or new benefits added to the plans that you will not automatically necessarily get. So this is the time of year, starting October 15th technically, but anytime after October 1st, to start reviewing your coverage. If you are turning 65 in the near future, you should be reviewing your options. Might be a better fit. Sat with a guy last week. He'd rather be on Medicare than his employer's plan. Gives him more flexibility, gives him a better price, and when he decides to say goodbye, he doesn't have to worry about scrambling for health insurance. If you know somebody who is on Medicare or turning 65, could be a parent, could be a loved one, let me know. I'll be happy to help. That's it for now. I went really long today, but the shit that's on the Salem page, unbelievable. People have no idea how the system works, but they're happy to give an opinion. And in fairness, I agree. There are a ton of shysters out there. There's a bunch of people who want to harm or take advantage of the elderly or the senior set. That's not me. I don't know what else I can prove it, how I can prove it to you. I'm happy to provide you references. I'm happy to meet you at a Starbucks or a McDonald's or a Panera. I'm happy to do Medicare 101, and we won't even talk about any plans. And then you can decide, great, I'll just sign myself up on one of these plans, and when you figure out that that's not as easy as you may think, maybe it is, feel free to call me back. That's it for now, everybody. Have a great day. Scott Mabor, Medicare 101. Keep that in mind. Thank you.